Hey there, this is Ben Howard coming to you with this month's real estate market report, giving you all of the information you need about buying and selling homes here in North Texas. Well, how much drama can there possibly be here in the real estate market? We've seen that those interest rates shot up so high just recently, this last fall. The good news is that's starting to come back down. That's good. And that's bad news because when that happens, then the prices are going to jump back up. But let's not spend a lot of time with me talking about it. I'm going to go ahead and give you just the run through of what we need to know about this winter time if we want to buy a house in the DFW Metroplex. We're going to come right over here to begin with the sales price. Here's what the trends look like. Now I have the max on here. Let's go ahead and close that up to about 5 years. Now remember here in 2022, this is where we had all the silly business. And we had the biggest jump. You can see this is Collin County, this is Denton County, this is the entire MLS, and this is Tarrant County. So we had the biggest jump in history right here in 2022 after COVID got its roots dug in, and then people decided we still need to buy houses. And the new home builders, they weren't building very many. They couldn't get permits and they couldn't get materials. That's why prices jumped up here. So we had the biggest jump in history right here. And then we also had the biggest dump in history right here, where it went back down. Obviously not back to the beginning, to the same levels at the beginning. But right now, as we're looking, we're starting to see more of a normal trend. I know people are really worried about how much is it going to cost me? The price of houses keep going up, and this is just getting more and more expensive. Well, right now, buyers, you can see here on this, in every single area, we are lower than we were at the height. It was higher in 22. Then it went here when it went back down the beginning of this year, and we're lower than the beginning of this year in all of the major counties here in North Texas. So if you're waiting for a time and saying, man, these prices just keep going up, they're not actually going up. I know there are some areas where they're in spots that they're going up. Some very, very desirable communities are going to continue to increase in value. But right now, as a whole, this is an excellent opportunity to get a house at a lower price if you're going to buy. Now, if you're selling and you're buying, it doesn't really make a difference because you're going to make a little bit less and you're going to pay a little bit less. Well, let's talk a little bit longer. Talk a little bit how long it's taking to get these houses sold that are on the market right now. You can see these are how many days on market. When things went crazy here in COVID, it was taking over 50 days in some areas to get a house sold on average. And then normally at the beginning of the year is when it takes the longest. So we're at 39, mid 40s as we look on that one. We're starting to creep up a little bit now. It's not happening quite as much. It's not as scary to sell right now as it has been, just because there aren't as many houses on the market right now. People are a little bit nervous with the market. So if you're looking to sell and you're saying it's just not the right time because it's taking longer and I'm getting less money, you're half right. Where it is you might get a little bit less money than you would another time of the year. But again, if you're buying, that's all going to level out. But it's not taking much longer now than normal. You can see the times that we have on there. But I want to go and show you the granddaddy here. This is the month supply. That's when we always do at the end. Remember when we get up here in North Texas around 4 months of inventory. That means we're pretty well a neutral market. The buyers and the sellers have about the same amount of power. In other parts of the country, it can be 6 months. But right now, if no other houses came on the market at the rate that they're currently selling, it's going to take now. The MLS in general is saying it's stay at 3.5 months because that doesn't actually have Dallas County in there, which must be taking a little bit longer. But the suburban counties and Tarrant County down here, they're all in the mid twos. So if no more houses came on the market, it would take about 2.5 months to sell. So what that means is the sellers still have the strength or the power right now. However, with them being on the market a little bit longer, buyers, you have a great opportunity to get in these lower priced homes. So it's kind of a sweet spot like that. I actually want to go back to one thing here really quickly. No, I'm going to go to I want to talk to you about interest rates really quickly here. As we look on this sheet, We see here when we got into this fall, interest rates were above 8% for everybody. It was pretty rough. This is the 30-year fixed mortgage. And now they're all taking a little drop here. My insiders from the mortgage industry think that there's going to be a nice little drop at the end of the first quarter next year. There's no guarantee to that, but they think there's going to be a nice little drop. When that happens, prices jump up even more. I know I've said it probably to 100 people, but most of the time buyers don't really care what the price of the house is, and they don't really care what the interest rate is, but they really care what their monthly payment is. So if interest rates go up and they can't afford, they can afford $30,000 less house, then that's what they're going to have to do, and that'll push the prices back down. When things got down to below 3%, people all of a sudden realized that they can afford $50,000 more house, so they did, and that shot the prices up. So if we look right here, we're starting to see a downward trend where we're getting back down to around 7.5%. Now, some of these are going to be higher if you got bad credit, but let me hop back over here real quick and go to the sales price. We can see even with that little relief in the interest rates, some of the smaller counties have seen a little jump up in the price this last month. Normally we'd be going down in price a little bit right now, but we can see here in Tarrant County, we can see here in Denton County, that even with that little bit of relief in the interest rates for mortgages, prices started to go up a little bit. So if you're looking right now to buy, I can't encourage you to do it sooner than later any more than I am right now. The prices are not going to get lower. They're going to get higher. And if interest rates jump back up or go back down, then you'll have a chance later on to refinance because lenders aren't making as much money right now because they're not making as many loans. So they're offering you cool incentives where they can refinance for very cheap or almost nothing later on. So I'm going to go ahead and encourage you right now, if you're thinking about doing an investment property, if you're thinking about moving up, it's a great time to do that. Just give me a holler. I can give you the nuts and bolts on it. I'm not going to call you every day of the week. When you're ready to go look at a house, or if you just need to know how much money do I need, how long does it take, what are the things I need to look out for, when's the right time to buy, when's the right time to sell, just give me a holler. I promise I'm not going to be on you all day and night like I know some of us realtors do, but I'll give you some clear, quick answers. And remember, with us, when we do the listing with you, we do all of the extras. So obviously the photography, the staging, the marketing. We put it all over the internet. We do the cleaning for you. I mean, we pay for that. We schedule it. We take care of even a place for you to go. We send you out to our private Lakehouse that's there in East Texas, so you don't have to figure out what to do with the dog. Don't have to figure out what to do with the kids during all those showings. You just hang out and have a mini vacation on us. Hey, so give me a holler if I can help you out with anything, and I can't wait to talk to you soon.